Good morning, good morning, good morning. Grand rising, grand rising, grand rising. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. This is your weekend charting session. The market is closed, but the work must continue. Weekends are for preparation, structure, and clarity. This is where levels are mapped out, bias is refined, and emotion is removed from the process. This show is for education and entertainment only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Let's get into the $1 Trillion Tickers family legacy mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I am building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. With U.S. equity markets closed today, and there are no earnings and no scheduled economic data, this gives us an advantage. No headlines, no noise, no reactions. It's all about price, structure, trend, and levels. All right, so today's $1 Trillion Tickers we're going to focus on first are Meta, Tesla, Berkshire.B, and Walmart. We charted the other $1 Trillion tickers yesterday. So if you want to check those out, go ahead and look at yesterday's show. All right, let's get into the daily law from Robert Greene. The law is about choosing the right mentor. Ask yourself, whose work inspires you? Whose style excites you? And who do you want to be like 10 years from now? In the story, V.S. Ramacharandan, I'm sure I didn't say his name right, but he didn't choose his mentor based on titles or credentials alone. He was drawn to Richard Gregory's way of thinking, his creativity, and his style. When they met, the connection was immediate, and that mentorship accelerated his growth. The lesson is simple. The right mentor doesn't just teach information, they shape how you think. Long-term investing works the same way. The best investors aren't copied for trades. They are studied for patience, discipline, and decision-making over decades. Active trading works the same way. The right mentor helps you build structure, control risk, and execute, not hype or predictions. Choose mentors whose thinking aligns with yours and who you want to become, and then grow beyond them. All right, let's get into the chart, y'all. Right now, we got Bitcoin on the chart, but we're going to get into Meta first. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Finish setting this thing up right quick. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, let's get into these $1 trillion tickers today. Meta is the first one on our list. Let's go to the daily chart. This is the TradingView platform. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and redraw this. All right, so I like to start on a weekly and on a line chart, and then we just look where did price have a big reaction. So this was the ultimate sell position here, where price reacted to the downside. I'm gonna go ahead and roll that down, and then this is where price ultimately came in as support. Go ahead and roll that up. All right, and then we also have some support right here. Go ahead and roll that up. All right, we did have a big sell-off here as well. Okay, there we go. We go ahead and roll that up. Okay, after the weekly, we go to the daily. And let's see, where do we have big price reaction? This is chop zone right here. Oh, that was the end of the year, so there wasn't a lot of volume. Let's see. Did have this bounce right here, but I like this better. Why? Because they have more reactions right there. Go ahead and roll that up. So I chose this over this because this right here and this right here, and it's very close to this as well. Okay. Now let me try to find another support here based on previous price action. I like this right here. All right, we're going to roll that down. Okay, do we got any to the upside right here? This is a big reaction right here. All right. And then we had this reacted twice right at this level. All right, there we go. Let's see. Hopefully that thing do not even go down there, man. All right, next, let's check out. Next, let's check out. Oh, it's a lot of gaps. Let's see. This gap was filled to the upside. We do have this small gap to the downside. Now, can you believe Meta gave back all these gains? Meta gave back all these damn gains. Look, earnings right here. This thing gapped up. And then the following week, it just gave it all back, man. Are you serious? And this is a bullish candle right here. Man, that shit was so janky, y'all. So janky. Alright, so that's what we got for Meta. Then we got another gap up there. Alright, where's the all-time high at? Let me put the all-time high on here. Alright, so that's what we got for Meta. So we got Current price 661.46. Support I got 646, followed by the gap and 620. And then if it really get clapped, 600 is a psychological level, but underneath that, 594.30. And then to the upside, resistance, I got 682.40 and 695.20, and then 700 is going to be a psychological level as well. All right, let's see what the algo says for Meta. Okay, for Meta, the algo says sell. We had a sell signal here on Wednesday. This was the entry, 668.99. It did hit TP1 2 days later. So that was a very nice $40 move. I mean, $20 move. I was looking at the stop loss. That was a very nice $20 move to the downside, so you would have hit TP1 had you taken Meta's algo call. All right. Let's check out what the analysts have to say after the technicals. Technicals, on a daily, we got a strong sell on the moving averages. We got a sell on the summary. We got neutral on the oscillators. On the week, we got neutral on the moving averages, neutral on the summary, neutral on the oscillators. And on the monthly, we got a strong buy on the moving averages. We got a buy on the summary. We got neutral on the oscillators. Forecast, 72 analysts over the past 3 months gave Meta a strong buy. That's good, 56 out of 72. And then as far as the price targets, so the current price is 661. The average price target out of 60 analysts, a 1-year price target, the average price is 856, y'all. So out of these 60 analysts, nobody has a price target under the current price. So that's very bullish. So that sounds like a leap. Sounds like it's ready for a leap, y'all. But it is February, so you know how February goes. We still may have more downside action. But that's what I got for Meta. Let's see if we have any trend lines we can draw, actually. What about from here to here? Yep, looks like a good support trend line. 1, almost 2. That'll be the 3rd touch of support that happens. And then we can draw some resistance here. This is sold off so crazy. Shoot. All right, there we go. That's what I got on Meta. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, next is Tesla. Go ahead and delete these. We'll go on a weekly, in a line chart. And where did price have a big reaction? That's where we want to draw our support and resistance, y'all. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Weekly. There we go. And then we had a big reaction right here. Okay. Definitely this previous all-time high area. Okay. Let me put one more down here. There we go. And then let's check out the daily. Where did price have a big reaction or multiple? Yeah, look, right here, right here, right here. definitely level right there. There we go. And then above that, what do we have here? Here. Go ahead and roll that up. Okay, then support. What do we have? We got this right here. Go ahead and roll that up. Okay, let's see. Yep, we got another level right there. We got anything under here? We got one right here. All right. We gotta roll that up. Okay, so that's what we got on Tesla. Let's see if there's any gaps. We got a gap up there. And this slapping music is brought to you by Matt Rich's 510 AI Music. If you need them beats, I got you. If you need some songs curated, I got you. If you are a singer and you just want to sing some fire songs that not a lot of people has heard, I got those too. You could just sing over the track. I got that fire. Motivational melodic music. Music with meaning. Not that BS that be on the radio. Alright, let's see. We got a little gap right here. Hopefully it don't go all the way down there. That wouldn't be too good. That would be a crazy sell-off. That thing went all the way down there. Okay, let's see. As far as market structure, what do we got? What do we got here? We got a lower low. We do got some support here, but we got a current lower low. And then the next lower high is going to be right here. So we got to break through. We got a long way to go. Got a long way to go before I'm bullish on Tesla. Because it's been falling. It broke this previous lower low. So this is the new lower low. So I am bullish on Tesla until it can break 350, 260. So it may just chop in this area for a while if it doesn't continue going down. But it looks like we do have a strong support level here at 391. All right, so current price 411.11. Support, I got 401.30, which is in the general zone of 400, which is the psychological level. And then underneath that, I have 391.10, followed by 379.30. Which is in the same zone as 383. All right, and then to the upside resistance, I got 416.60. Do we got any more resist? Do we got any levels right there? See if we get one in between here. It's kind of far back. Yeah, it is. I don't really like it. Don't really like it, y'all. See if we get someone from the 4 hour in between here. Yeah, I like this right here better. Like this level better, y'all. All right. So we had to go to a smaller time frame to get that level, but sometimes that's what you gotta do. So to the upside resistance, I got 416.60 followed by 426.40, and then a weekly level of 437.50. All right, let's check out the algo. The algo on Tesla, what does it say? The algo gave a strong sell back here at the end of the year, December 31st. It gave a strong sell. It does look like this is the second entry, because based on how this algo works, the entry point will be at the bottom of the candle if it's a sell. So this is the second entry point. So we'll hit all three, take profits. Second entry, hit take profit 1, hit take profit 2, almost hit take profit 3. It was just a few dollars away from take profit 3. So that was a while ago. Let's see if we have any more recent signals. Got a signal January 26th. We had a sell. This also looks like the second entry. So it looks like you would have hit all three take profits on the first entry, but the second entry it ended up reversing. So there's that on Tesla, y'all. All right, next we have Berkshire.B. Berkshire.B. Let me go ahead and draw this out. Go ahead and delete this off the chart. On the weekly, what do we have? Where do we have big price reaction? We have here, here. Okay, let me go ahead and roll that down. Here. And then we can go to the daily. What do we have on the daily, y'all? This is all just chop. So it's a very choppy zone in this $30 zone. Very choppy. So watch out for that. I definitely wouldn't be trading this. It's definitely more of a long-term buy and hold type of stock. She's been chopping for months in this area. Quick breakout, right back in. Quick breakout, right back in. It broke out for a month, came right back in. It was in, broke out over, came right back in. So this is a major zone. This is a major zone for Berkshire. Let's see, but if it does end up breaking, this is our first resistance right here. Yep. Go ahead and roll that down. And after that, right here, this is not a fast mover, y'all. This is not a fast mover at all. Okay, and then if it ends up pulling back, what do we got? I like this support right here. Let's see. Yep, I like this one too. All right. So that's what I got on Berkshire.B. Warren Buffett and them just retired after 60 years in the game. All right, so we got let's see, current price 508.09. Support I got 499.10, which is very close to the psychological level of 500, followed by 490.40, and then 480. And then to the upside, I got some resistance at 513.80, followed by 518.20 and 521.40, y'all. All right, next. You know what I forgot to do on Tesla? I'll do it in a minute. I'll go back to Tesla as soon as I do it for Berkshire.B, since I forgot. All right, Berkshire.B, algo. We got a buy signal here, February 2nd at 487.29, and it hit TP1, TP2, and almost TP3 before pulling back. So nice call on the algo for Berkshire. All right. And then let's check out. This is what I forgot. This is what I forgot to do on Tesla, but we'll do it in a minute. Technicals. Berkshire.B on the move on the daily. Strong buy on the moving averages. Strong buy on the summary, buy on the oscillators. On the week, we got a strong buy on the moving averages. We got a buy on the summary. We got neutral on the oscillators. On the monthly, we got a strong buy on the moving averages, a strong buy on the summary, and neutral on the oscillators. Forecast, this one doesn't have too many analysts checking it out. But out of 7 analysts over the past 3 months, neutral is the summary. And then only 3 analysts gave price targets for 1 year. The highest one is 17% to the upside. The average is just 1% to the upside. Y'all, with 8% to the downside. All right, let's check out Tesla so we can run these numbers. So this is Tesla, y'all, on the daily. We got a strong sell on the moving averages, sell on the summary, neutral on the oscillators. On the week, we got a buy on the moving averages, neutral on the summary, sell on the oscillators. On the month, we got a strong buy on the moving averages. We got a buy on the summary. We got neutral on the oscillators. And then forecast. 48 analysts over the past 3 months got neutral for Tesla, y'all. We got neutral. We got 20 holds. So that's neutral. And then out of 35 analysts offering a 1-year price target, the current price is 411. The average of those 35 is 420. That's a 2% upside. With the most bullish, 45% upside, which would be 600. And the most bearish, 89% downside, $43 target. Okay, and our final $1 trillion ticker is Walmart. The newest member of the $1 trillion ticker family is Walmart. All right, so let's check out where the price had big reactions. This previous all-time high here. Go ahead and roll that down. This rejection right here. All right, and then go to the daily. It's very close to all-time high, so it's not going to be much on here, y'all. Yeah, it's not going to be much. This thing been running. Been at all-time highs, y'all. All right, let me put the all-time high on here. Yeah, so that's what we got. That's what we got for Walmart. Current price 131.18. It's very close to all-time highs. There's not much to say. If it does pull back, I got 126.94. If it pulls back beyond that, I got 120.40, and then I got a weekly level at 116.70. Other than that, upside, yo. Back to all-time highs. Let's check out the algo. The algo gave us this strong buy on January 12th. This looks like the second entry at 124.06. So it hit TP1. It's headed toward TP2, which will be a new all-time high. All right, how long we been on? 30 minutes. Okay, let's check out SPY and the Qs. Check out SPY, y'all. Let's see what we got. Look at this. So SPY, it did break this low as far as market structure. This was the previous lower low. It did break that. That sell-off was intense. This 3-day sell-off. But it has recovered, and it is back above our daily support level here. But I wouldn't call it bullish just yet. We have to see. This may be a dead cat bounce after this intense sell-off for 3 days. But then again, we are very close to all-time highs. The current price is $690.62. The all-time high is $697. So we're very close to all-time highs right now. The only the only resistance I see is 695.20, and then all-time highs and our daily resistance trend line here. As far as the downside, I got 689.20, which is very close to where price is right now. And I have our trend line. If it can stay above our diagonal daily support trend line, then that will be beneficial. For SPY, but SPY is looking very strong, y'all. It's not much to it. Very close to all-time highs. Let's check out the algo. Yeah, the algo got faked out when it was sold off so hard on this day. The algo got faked out. So that means it should be a buy on the 4-hour. Yep, we got a buy on a 4-hour at 5 a.m. But that's pre-market. So yeah, the most current trade we are in is a buy on a 4-hour, with the next target being 694.41. All right, so that's what we got on SPY. Let's check out the Qs. QQQ. Now QQQ is a different story. This is a lot further from all-time highs. So we got the all-time high at. Let me go back on the daily. We got the all-time high at 637.01. Current price is 609.65. So you see it did fall very hard. We did break the lower low as well. So this also may be a dead cat bounce, but this fall was intense. Look at this. 1.5%. 1.75%. Another almost 1.5%. So this fall was intense right here, y'all. So this may be a dead cat bounce as well. We'll see next week. But yeah, this was a much needed recovery after this tumultuous week of downside. So current price 609.65. Got some support here at 608.10, followed by 600. It does break that. You got 594.76, followed by 590. And then to the upside resistance, we got 613.10, followed by 619.55, y'all. All right, let's check out the algo, see if the algo got faked out. No, the algo actually had a sell on Tuesday. This was the entry at 616. Very nice $13 move to the downside to hit TP1. Even gave you extra $9 if you held on for an extra day. Let's see if we got a buy signal on a 4 hour like we did on SPY. Just printed. It just printed, so at 9 a.m. on Friday. So it's very close to the entry point for QQQ on the 4 hour, with the first target being 613.59 and the stop loss being 605.67. All right, let's check out the Dow Jones. The Dow Jones hit 50,000 for the first time, y'all. So link to the Dow Jones for 50,000. That's a historic. I'm sure Walmart was helping out with that. But we had a buy back here on November on the Dow Jones. And this was at 47,433. This looks like the second entry at 48,768. And it hit TP1. And TP2 is going to be 50,665, y'all, if you want to take that. All right, let's check out gold. What does gold have to say? What does the algo say about gold? We had a sell here on January 30th. It almost went to TP1, but it was a good. The entry was 4,895, and it went all the way down to 4,402. So that was a $400 move right there, almost 5. But it didn't hit TP1, but you could have sold it before that. And then it just started chopping back in this area. Let's check out silver. Silver been gapping down. We had a sell here the same day. The sell was at 75.44. It ended up going down to 68.25, and then we got a close signal, and then it ran up and then ended up gapping back down. Check out copper. Copper, it had a sell here at 48.81. Put that pressure on, clapped you out. The trade did not work on copper. Bitcoin, what we got on Bitcoin? So we had a sell on an algo on Tuesday, the 20th, and we got in the sell at 88,000. Took that thing all the way down to 60,000, 28,000. Move right there. That is phenomenal. That is a phenomenal call. Ethereum, you had a call on Ethereum, same day, strong sell. This would have been the first entry, 2,928. Took that thing $1,000 down, y'all. Phenomenal call by the algo. But that's it, y'all. What do we go over today? We went over Let me see. We went over Meta, Tesla, Berkshire.B, Walmart, SPY, QQQ, Dow Jones, gold, silver, copper, Bitcoin, and Ethereum. All right. Appreciate y'all tuning in. The market was closed today, so that's why we just did charting. We'll be back tomorrow in the pre-market where we will have pre-market levels. We'll have opening bell moves, and we'll have breaking news. We'll have motivation. We'll have some Black History for Black History Month. Yes, we live stream every day at 6:15 in the morning, Pacific Standard Time. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Shout out to everybody on YouTube Live and Facebook Live. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom.